On table 4, Lee Sutton Whitmore versus Morris Weber Herridge. Table 4. Table 5, Prince Pitches Caulfield versus Graham Kerr Champ. On table 5. Table 6, Moushin Hibbert Egger versus Mooney Morn Linus. Table 6. Table 7, Hunt Paliato Maschini versus Simmons Bosworth Story. Table 7. On table 10, Jones Hannibal Davis versus Davis Williams Bushman. Table 10. Table 11, Andrew Lister Barker Price versus Barcock Carpenter Newell. On table 12, Stevens Whitlaw Ward versus Briscoe Moriarty Bailey. Table 13, Brennan George Hunter versus Morgan Whelan Flaming. Table 14, Coon Syson Lewis versus Stuart Hillwell Gardner. 15, Washbrook Reed Hart versus Gilbert Singh Haynes. Table 16, Marsh Anderson Petty versus Cooper Sabawal Rowe. 17, White Croxton Kennedy versus Colt Yardley Cooney. Table 18, Black Williams Dixon versus McDonald Gardner Leonard. And the last match on table 21, Davis Davenport Daniels versus Ward Bishop Marriott. Match is in the singles event on table 19, Josh Payne, Phil Hoskins. On table 20, Sean Story, Enrico Forgioni. Table 9, Daniel C, Richard Gifford. Daniel C, Richard Gifford, table 9. Richard Lowther, please. Top table, Richard Lowther. Table 23, Jeremy Hooper, David Harrison, please. Table 23.
Back with the action from the three-man event. Callum Singleton versus Govey Gill leading off. Wade Morley with me. Wade's, wow, he's looking for a game now. He's not had enough pool this weekend.
Live for the game, Nick.
It's good, mate. It's good to have a passion for it. So, race to 5. Not the best start from Callum, straight in off. Gives Govey a great chance. And that's actually a strong side that Govey's got there with Carl Morris. And I think it's Lee Cronin. Could be wrong.
Yeah, it is Lee, Nick.
Lee, is it?
Good chance for Govey here to go 1-0 up.
Yeah, two strong sides. Two that you could see go quite deep in the event. And at the same time, they have the challenge event ongoing. All the players back in the hat for the challenge event. As usual, the usual suspects are favourites. Declan Brennan 6-1, Tom Cousins and Phil Harris and Scott Gillespie all at 10s. Jack Whelan, believe it or not, 16-1, but surely not going to win 3 events in a weekend.
I think he's on the drink, Nick.
Yeah, if he's not celebrating by now, he never will.
No, he's had a fantastic weekend, winning both events, massive achievement.
That is a bit greedy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Govey landed way too close to his work here, and looks like he's touching ball.
Yeah, it makes things a little bit awkward now. Has to play away from it. I don't think he's got anywhere where he can hide. Possibly looking at bringing the white off the side cushion to try and kick it into the middle bag. Tough shot this one, Nick.
Wow, yeah. Very tough.
I mean, it was a bit of a free shot. It's not a foul, but he has handed the table back over to Callum Singleton now. Callum just working out his route, looking for the easiest way to go. I'm not sure whether he'll actually go for these, Nick. Yeah, I think he's Has he left the gap?
I think he has. Well, I'm right behind it actually. Govey can get the edge. You can't see the potting angle. I say you can get the edge. It's really skinny. If you can, it's a very thin edge.
And if you can hit it, I think there's a possibility of a double on.
I don't think he's got enough of an edge, to be honest. As I say, I'm right behind the shot, and he literally can only just glance it.
So you're looking at just glancing off it and leaving the white at this bottom left-hand side of the table.
Yeah, decent option sometimes. When you haven't got an obvious safety shot, it's just about trying to make it difficult for your opponent. Taking the 1 cushion option. In fact, he's taken the 3 cushion option and misjudged that one, and now it's 2 visits to Callum. I think this is going to be a little bit of advice there from the elder statesman Carl Morris.
Carl last night was having a bit of fun doing his trick shots.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah. Carl is the exhibitionist in more ways than one. He does. That was a great shot.
Yeah, good shot there.
He does exhibitions, pool exhibitions, goes out to clubs, and he said that he used to do loads, but he hasn't done them for so many years. And he's got another one coming up in Doncaster next month, so he's been practicing all his routines, and he was giving us a few of his shots last night. It's good fun. He definitely loves the attention.
Yeah, he does. Whose shoe did he have last night? Can you remember?
Yeah, it was Chris Dyson's. Chris Dyson's shoe. It's a trick that I saw Chris Melling do quite some time ago down in Taunton, where they put the shoe about 5 meters from the table and stand one side of the table and fire the cue ball into the shoe. And it's amazing how accurate they are.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the video on my phone from last night. He hit the shoe. He didn't get it in the shoe. But I know we did ask him who came up with the trick after. And he claims that he did and not Mellin. So I'm sure Mellin will have something to say about that. Nice little delicate shot there by Callum. Yeah, just leaving himself a nice angle to drop this up the rail.
Left a big angle, isn't he? Means he can just drop it in.
He's gone behind it. I'm
Wow.
not sure, but his reaction says to me he's gone behind that.
Definitely a total. And has he still got 2? I was just looking
I believe
around.
he has.
Looking around the room while we were talking. If he's still got 2, he should still be okay. Yeah, the way he's played that, definitely still got 2.
Good shot.
I know some of these players are playing the 3-man team event that we've finished and we come and take your money. Cole Sutton, Ryan Francis, Ross Dunn, Martin Wood,
So, 1-0.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Coleman's the first frame, and fist bumps between him and his teammates. See who's going to take the second frame.
I think Carl's going to be playing this one, maybe. No.
No. Is it Lee?
Yeah, it's Lee.
Last 22, Nigel Smith, Will Hoskins, John Mahone, Tom Cousins.
second up. Nick Taylor against Lee Cronin. Lee wins the lag. 1-0 behind.
Seen this guy break yesterday 2 or 3 times, and he's got an absolute monster of a cut break. Maybe not this time then.
He's made, I was just about to say he's made a ball. I thought the yellow was going to go top left.
And the yellows have turned out lovely.
Yeah, decent chance for Nick. Oh, it's oh, didn't think that was going to drop.
Perfect, never in doubt.
Yeah, no, never in doubt.
Shepherd, table 25. Chris Wilson, Josh Patel, table 27.
I think he might just have to soft screw into this black or the yellow. Yeah. Bring the white out. Yeah, he's played that lovely. I think it could swiftly be 1-1 here, Nick.
Anyone found an underarm, black? Oh, underarm, black jack. Rucksack, sorry. Anyone found a rucksack on the costume?
Just gone a little bit awkward here. He's got to be a little bit careful.
Reds are messy. The 2 in the bulk area only really go to top right, and then you've got the 2 tied up together on the right hand side rail.
I think if he can top this through the gap of the yellow and the red and leave himself an angle. Oh no, he's missed it. He could have done with leaving an angle to top it through to them 2 reds on the right rail. Is he on this red to the middle bag, Nick?
I think he is, yeah.
If he has, that's not come out too bad for him.
He's given it a long look, but I think it does go. Just needs to judge. Oh, well, obviously it didn't go.
Did he play to put that over the yellow there? Or?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Just trying to buy himself some time. There's nowhere really safe on the table, is there? So I think he was just trying to put a red in the mix just to make the black difficult and make the one over the pocket difficult.
think we're at a little bit of a stalemate here, Nick. I think he's just going to glance off this red and try and snooker in behind the red. It's a nice cut into the middle back there. Going to be on the yellow to the top. Yeah, I think he's fine. Still got a lot of work to do here though. The black's tied up. Tough getting onto his next yellow as well.
It's amazing how many people have stayed for Sunday night, isn't it? It's, you'd think a lot would, you know, after being out of the main event and the Open, would just give it up for the weekend, but you can just see how much people are enjoying their pool. I mean, there's a few faces missing, but so very few. There's so many people that have stayed for this Sunday night.
Yeah, I mean, well, they've got the three-man event, haven't they? And then there's the singles as well. I think there's 106 players in the singles.
Is there?
Yeah, and then you've got all the other three-man teams, which are still in the three-man.
Yeah.
I think we're down to the last 32 in the three-man.
I think it is, yep. You can see Greg Batten in action over on table 2. He's...
Oh, that's a lovely shot. Oh, the red's gone in. Oh, dear.
Disaster.
That's unlucky, that, though.
Yeah.
So he's still got his 2 visits, Nick. I think he'll be taking these ones out.
Oh.
I think he'll still get these. As long as he doesn't go too far and cutting this red into the top left corner.
Yeah, he's got a fair bit of angle. He's going to be travelling away from his work.
No.
Oh, he needs that to travel. I think he's just held it.
Yeah, the issue is now I think he's going to have to screw into the red, and they can go wrong,
yeah,
especially on these super fast tables.
He's just playing it natural, so yeah, it's a nice cannon.
Yeah.
It's fine, he can just run this through and play the black into the right centre, and this is very quickly going to be 1 frame each.
Is he over screwed in?
I think it's okay. He's got it just off straight to the bottom corner. I think we fancy him to get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no drama. A little clap from his teammate, Carl Morris, and Carl's going to be action in the next frame, and he's going to be playing my co-commentator for the weekend. There's Mark Shepherd. So if you've been listening to Mark all weekend, you're now going to see him, because he is just about to come round. He's got his carbon fibre cue. I think it's probably the only carbon fibre cue on show this weekend. I haven't seen any others.
Is that his playing cue?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Incredibly. Mark been playing on the tour for many years, probably the last, I don't know. They went to shake hands and fist pump and...
There we go. Just backs up what we were saying earlier about Carl Morris.
Carl's a proper character.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And he's missed that by a country mile. Barely made. What's going on, Carl? What's going on? Didn't even make the bolt line. Ever the showman. So anyway, it's going to be Mark who breaks off in this one.
There we go. There's Mark's carbon fibre cue. Don't think there is many people that play with carbon fibre cues anymore. But anyway, it's Mark to break off. I think he's going to come up dry. Yeah. So Carl's going to come to the table at 1-all. Just having a look, a little raise of the eyebrows there. Where's his emotions on his sleeve, does Carl?
Didn't he ever? Some people you can never judge from their facial expressions, what they're thinking, but Carl gives it all away. And some. He is a proper character. And obviously an exceptional player.
Is he fuming with himself, or?
Yeah, he's not happy. They are tough, these 3-man events, aren't they? Even you just get one frame.
Yeah, like we touched upon earlier, a lot of these players don't even know who the teammates are. You've probably never met them before, so they haven't got that team demeanour about them. You know, it's not like playing with your local team on a Thursday night or a Tuesday night where you play week in, week out.
Let's see if Mark can take advantage.
Well, he's got a little bit of an outside chance from these yellows.
Yeah, they are tough.
Got 3 problem yellows. You know, he's got the one next to the red on the right-hand rail, which I think doubles to the opposite middle. He's got the 2 yellows at the top left of the table, which are clustered together. But can he leave a nice angle to go into them off of the yellow next to them?
It looks like a pretty big tip on that cue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It almost looks like some kind of American cue. I don't think it's a Predator.
You'll have to ask him when he comes back in the
Yeah,
comms
I will
box.
do. Oh, it is. I think it actually is a Predator. You can see is that the Predator logo on the side? May well be, you know.
I think your eyes are a bit better than mine, Nick.
Oh, do you think? Very unusual to see somebody play with a carbon fibre cue. But sometimes it's just about what suits you. St. Mark has been playing. Yeah, that's Predator for certain. Mark's been playing the game for many years. He's been commentating for just as long. He was the go-to commentator for the UK tour for many years, and he's got a wealth of knowledge. And also, if you look back at some of the footage from Sky Sports from, around about 2008, 2009, when they started putting the events on Sky Sports, Mark was the commentator for Sky Sports at the time. And he's very good as well.
Yeah, he knows his stuff, does Mark. He's got a lovely tone for it. Yeah. As of yourself, Nick?
Not me, mate, no. Just talk a bit of carrot cruncher.
So Carl's just trying to work out which way he's going to go with these reds.
I'm just somebody who likes pool and is very good at talking nonsense.
Well, I didn't want to say it.
In fact, the truth is, I'm the only person who'll do it for the money.
Not too sure about that.
No, I don't know. He's taking a bit of a liberty there. If Mark can get to the right angle, I think he can Just looking at that, I don't know. Can he get to the right angle of this yellow to stun the cue ball up and knock out the bad yellow on the cushion? I know it probably doesn't afford him too much in the way of advantage. He needs to try and break out these 2 yellows before he does anything too dramatic. There's still a couple of Carl's balls tied up. Yeah, played a decent effort at just trying to develop the yellow whilst nudging the other 2 apart, but we just didn't get quite into those 2 yellows.
Yeah, I think the issue is now, if Carl can play the plant, the red closest to the yellow back, left centre bag, leave himself a nice angle, who's he going to go for the double here, the double plant?
I think he is. He is a very creative player. Oh, how's your luck? Little flick off the red on the way through, otherwise that was nowhere near. Oh. Paul, just, I mean, honestly, you cannot get the staff. You can't. You just can't. I turn up and try and do a professional job, and no matter how hard I try, you just get let down. He's telling me what he did wrong now. I don't want to hear it. I just want to see a better job out of you from now on, Paul. I'm going to dock your wages.
I think now with Carl having that slice of luck, he'll run these reds out now. Fairly simple. Oof.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'll eat my words.
Oh dear. You get entertainment value with him, don't you?
Yeah. He looks absolutely over the moon with that. A quick look up to the Commons box there.
Oh yeah. The implant's off. He had it in at the start of the frame, but he's taking it out now. I'm sure most people are already aware that are watching, but for those of you who don't know, he is clinically deaf and has been from birth. Cannot hear a single sound, but has this new implant where he can. It's a new lease of life for him.
I was speaking to him briefly yesterday about his implant. He was saying he's always played with it off, and he's trying to play with it in from now on.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's obviously not feeling comfortable with it in because he said he can hear everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, like you just touched on, if he's not used to that, then... Quick look up at the comms box there again. To be honest, though, Nick, I don't think he should have been anywhere near there.
No.
So I think he's only got himself to blame with that one. Up and down. Do you think he'll get close to this?
No.
Oh, he's had a touch there if you can't see that yellow. I don't think he can, you know.
No.
Oof. Now Mark's faced with a really tough shot.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, if it was another inch down the table, he probably had a double on. The one nearest the cushion, you could probably punch it and double it in. As it is, it's nasty.
I think he can see enough of the yellow on the top left cushion as we look from the overhead to double it. It's not something he's going to want to be taking, but I don't see a safety option. I think he's just tried to leave it on the top cushion and leave him a difficult pot there, hasn't he, Nick?
Yeah. Yeah. didn't have much in the way of options. He was just trying to leave it difficult for Carl, but ultimately just left Carl one just off straight, and he's more than up to that task. And I think this is going to be frame over. For those eagle-eyed amongst you, you'll probably notice that the score still says 1-0. It's actually one frame each, but we're not in control of that. The players are. And in fact, you'll see it change any second now, because Callum Singleton has just moved it on. I just noticed that at the corner of my eye. He spotted it at the same time we did and moved it on.
Next match on table 26, Neil Toms, Alex Lawrence, 26.
So, Carl's Mr. Black there. Very unexpected. Left Mark with a chance now. Back at the table. A tough chance at that, but I think he'll be happy to be back at the table, Nick.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you just need a...
Table 23, Alex Cameron.
Just need a sniff sometimes. Is he going for the deep screw here? Just try and break up that. He is. Is it going to land?
Oh, is he on that one down the cushion? Oh, no, I don't think he is. Oh, I don't know. I'm just looking down at the table now, Nick, other than on the picture, and it looks like it's very tight.
I'm not sure it's quite there. And although laying the snooker is reasonably easy, he's going to leave a one cushion escape, so it's... I wonder, can he get to the nearest one of the two? Maybe find the potting angle to right corner?
I think he's just going for the snooker. Soft screw in behind the two yellows.
The trouble is, he's going to ultimately leave.
No, it's too hard.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Where's the yellow coming? Look at Carl. He's just had a look at his teammate there. No emotions from Mark there, though. I'm just wondering, instead of off the side rail, because I think the yellow's in the way, can he come off the top rail, Nick? Up there, Yarrow's putting his finger.
Actually, the funny thing is, if he'd have landed behind the two yellows, then this exit was probably easier, but because it's come slightly further down the table, the middle bag's in the way, I think. And even coming high is not quite there, so I think you're right. He has to go up the table and come through the gap.
I'm going to call this. I think he's going to double kiss this in.
It's close. Oh, wow. Wow. But having said that, what's Mark left with?
Just have another slap at him, Mark. I'm sure you'll snooker him somehow. Just wondering, Nick, the yellow in the centre, well, closest to the centre of the table, can he pop that to the top right corner? And
I think that's what he's got.
I don't think he's got another option.
Pop that to top right and disturb. Wow, is it a double?
Double and possibly screw behind the yellows again?
Yeah, I think he has to try and go for this, because the black...
Oh, he's got it.
He has got the cue ball. Oh dear.
He was thinking about putting the black down with his cue there.
Yeah. That never say die attitude. I mean,
Well, he might think, oh, we'll miss it again like the last one. Puff of the cheeks there by Carl.
So where are we now? That's 2-1, isn't it? 2-1 to Carl's team. And I think that means that Carl's straight back on. It depends which one's the home team here. So I think it goes, basically the home team goes 1-2-3 against 1-2-3, and then it goes 1-2-3 against 3-2-1. So that would mean that Carl's back in play against Govey.
So, frame 4, lagging off for the break. Lag off for the break before every frame in the 3-man. And Callum Singleton wins the lag. So, Callum Singleton at the table here with a chance to make it 2-all. Reds are quite nice, Nick.
Yeah, Reds are decent. Oh.
I'll just stop talking, shall I?
I was literally just about to say, I fancy him to get these.
And that's twice I've done that in this match now.
The consolation is that the yellows are pretty ordinary. 2 yellows on the side cushion, tied up with the black.
Just leave himself a nice angle to go into these 2 yellows at some point soon. Oh, he's missed the yellow. I'm just having a look to see if the black ball goes into the left centre bag. That's a nice shot. I think we might see this very quickly become 2-all. Just play this red into the top right bag. Bring the cue ball back down the centre of the table. You hungry, Nick?
You caught me.
I just looked over and seen Nick looking for a nice Indian restaurant by the looks of it. Other cuisines are available.
Actually, I was looking for some kind of Persian food. This Edgware Road is famous for the kind of Persian, Lebanese, Moroccan, and all those kind of cuisines. Iranian.
What kind of food's Persian food?
Persian food it's kind of spiced meats, a lot of sort of kebabs and things like that. A lot of those are synonymous with Greek and things like that, but a lot of them are, meat, rice, flatbreads, things like that.
If you find a nice one, I might come and sample one later on.
They're very good.
Anyway, back to the action. Callum Singleton just made it 2 apiece.
So Carl Morris against Nick Taylor this time.
Nick wins the lag. I think it was quite close there, but still very busy around the outside arena. Lots of 3-man teams, and the singles are still going on.
Next match on table 28, Sean Chippersfield, Gilbert, table 28, please.
There was a hilarious moment yesterday. So I was on my way to bed about 11:15 last night, and the problem is, to get to my hotel room, I have to walk past the bar, and the bar was still open, and I looked across and saw Zach Leonard still at the bar, and I thought, oh well, do you know what? I'll just pop in for one drink while I'm here. And I went to the bar. I said, "Come on, Zach, I'll get you a drink." And he said, "Well, the bar's just about to shut. Let's just get 6." So, all right then. Never one to shy away, so we did. And Carl Morris was in there, and it was one of those moments that you probably had to be there. But Carl asked Zach a question, and Zach answered it, and Carl said, "Sorry, mate, I didn't hear you." And he took his implant off and held it across to Zach, and Zach leant forward, talking into the implant as if it was a microphone. And obviously the joke is that Carl can't hear anything. He's stone deaf, and the implant has to be attached to him to be able to hear anything. And he held it to Zach, and Zach started to talk into it, and Carl just went, "What are you doing?" And Zach realised what he was doing and just fell about the place. But Carl got him an absolute peach. He leant forward, he was talking to him like it was a microphone.
I can just picture Carl doing that to him as well. So funny. But yeah, you enjoyed them drinks last night, Nick?
Wow, yeah. So I thought I'm going to have an early night. 11:15, determined I was going to get to my room. I did. I got there at 2:30.
I was just about to say, I was sat in the arena with you at 2:30 this morning. With Zach stuffing his face with dominoes.
I have the best intentions at every event I go to, and I think, right, at some point on one of these events I'm just going to get a good night's sleep, and it never happens.
Wow. Carl's been a little bit fortunate there with that shot. That yellow coming across to the bottom left corner and covering the bag. Little smile by Carl there in the background. I think he knows he's been a little bit fortunate. You having a couple of drinks tonight, Nick, or?
Yeah. Do you know,
Oh, that's a lovely shot. Been a little bit unlucky there where the red's gone, but I think he may be able to trickle it into the left centre bag. Again, a lot harder on the stream. A lot harder in real life than they look on the stream.
I mean, I obviously could be tempted, but you know, I'm not much of a drinker.
I don't know, it only took you a couple of hours to down 6 drinks last night, and your gin.
Well, the bar was shut, so I had to take my time over them.
Was it gin? No, it wasn't gin,
Scotch.
was it? Scotch,
Yeah. 16 quid for a large whiskey. 16 pounds for hey, welcome to London.
You could have just walked around the corner to the Tesco's and bought a bottle for that.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Myself and Zach had a large Scotch each. £32, I'll have you know.
Well, if you want a Scotch tonight, just let me know and I'll go to the shop. I'll do them you for 14 quid each.
Pop round Tesco's for us, mate. You going to provide any ice?
Yeah, I'll buy a bag. So, he's worked these and got himself into a nice position here. Very important he lands straight on this red though, because it is a very tricky drop into the middle bag. I think he's just okay, just off straight. Just makes it that little bit more awkward.
Yeah, Commander Patanga saying that he loved Carl's commentary yesterday was really eye-opening. It's been brilliant, and it was quite a moment for me actually, because that was Carl Morris's first ever commentary. He's never been able to do it before, but this new implant's given him a new lease of life, and yeah, he sat there. It's a little bit awkward because I have to sit one side, Carl sits the other, and he lip reads everything that I say. So there's moments where he's trying to watch a TV screen and I'm trying to get his attention, so I'm poking him because I want to ask him a question, but he's trying to watch them on the screen. So you've got to have your eyes all over the place with that one. But it was great, and I want to do it again actually, because I'd love to just get inside his mind a little bit more. He's got a wealth of experience in there, and obviously a world champion. He just sees stuff on the table that other people don't, and it's really interesting to talk to people like that.
Yeah, he's a very good shot maker. He sees everything Carl does. Pulls out some shots sometimes what you say you don't even see. You don't think they're there. Laid a good snooker there. I think a lot of people, Nick, would have gone for them yellows, but
yeah,
Carl using his experience, he's just pushed his yellow over to the right bottom corner bag.
Yeah, I think probably the right thing to do as well. You could make an argument they were definitely on, and you fancy him to get them. I mean, he's probably going to get them 9 times out of 10. But the thing is, if he manages to get two visits here, he's going to get them 10 times out of 10, and that's what we talk about playing the percentages.
It's a tough hit, this one, Nick. I think the only option he's got is off the jaws, off the knuckles of the corner bag.
I think he's better placed in these rules to play a deliberate foul, just touch the cue ball across, so it's just the other side of the yellow, so it wastes Carl's shot, and then Carl's basically back where he was a second ago. Okay, he's still got an open table, but you know he's only going to have one shot to clear them.
I think it's a bit of a nothing shot though.
I agree.
It was a bit tougher on Carl's last visit with the yellow underneath touching the other yellow, basically where the white is now.
Yeah.
I just think, like you say...
I mean, you may be right, and maybe he has to have a bit of a hooray here.
I think Carl gets some 1 visit or 2 visits,
Yeah,
so I think percentage shot, I think you've got to go, just give it a slap and hopefully, you know, he might hit it and drop it into the top left corner, but... I mean, I might be wrong, you know, but...
I think you're right. It's fair comment. As you say, Carl gets him with 1 or 2, but... I mean, you could make the argument in the last visit that, I mean, I just said you feel that he was going to get them 95 times out of 100, but the only reason he laid the snooker is because if he's got 2, he's going to get them 100 out of 100. So, I don't know, it's difficult. It's a kind of no-win situation there for Nick.
Yeah. Which is why I think I'd have just relied on a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he did miss it, but he could have pushed one of Carl's balls safe or pushed the black safe, just anything. But like you say, you fancy Carl to get them 1 shot or 2 shots.
Two in one now, playing the trick shots.
He's practicing for his exhibition in Doncaster.
He said that one of his go-tos for his exhibitions used to be he said he'd have a build-up for a particular shot. I think it was probably the shoe shot, and he would tell the audience, he'd have a big build-up, and he'd just say, right, I need complete silence for this shot because it's dangerous. And I need focus on
Oh my God. Oh my word.
What on earth? I was waxing lyrical about a story last night, and I thought that was an absolute formality. What on earth has gone on there?
Well, you see, it was a shot getting onto the black, Nick, which caused him the slight issue.
Yeah.
It didn't quite land straight on the black, so he's decided to use his 2 and pushed the black off the left cushion to try and leave it straight, and he didn't leave it straight. He left himself quite a bit of an angle, and he was going up towards that left centre bag.
It's a funny thing about having 2. If he'd have only had 1 shot there, he'd have probably cleared them up and no issue. But no, what I was saying is he's got this routine where
he puts the black and the white.
Yeah. I think he's building up to some big shot, and he just says to everyone, "This is a really dangerous shot. I need everyone. I need complete silence." And he said it's amazing because the whole room just goes quiet. And then he goes, "What are you all doing? I'm stone deaf."
I'd like to go and watch Carl do an exhibition.
Yeah,
actually,
it'd be brilliant.
You know, I think you're getting a bit of 2 for 1. I think you're getting the pool exhibition and a bit of comedy as well in there. So, Mark wins the leg. He's going to be breaking off at 3-2 up.
So race to 5, that was a huge frame, a huge
You can just
swing.
see Carl in the background there, talking his teammate through his whole frame.
Yeah.
As Carl regular does.
That's cue ball. Oh, unlucky. Took a couple of flicks to find its way into the
these
bag
reds as well.
Yeah, I know that wasn't going anywhere near, but
I don't think Govey will take very long in mopping these reds up here. I think he'll just work out his route, and then yeah, as I say, I don't think he'll take very long with these. not actually got to do much with the cue ball here. I think Mark was a little bit unlucky with that break there. He didn't actually screw straight enough. He got kicked in off, and you could see the side on the cue ball, which was pushing the cue ball further and further straight towards the centre bag. And as you've seen, they split absolutely beautiful, giving Govey a really, really good chance to level things up at 3-all. Got to mind his work here a little bit. He might possibly try and play the 2-in-1 shot and screw back for the red to the left centre bag. Yeah, just like that. And just drop this in dead weight. Yep, Carl appreciates that finish. You see him tap his knee in the background. Just like that, we're back level. So, as Nick was saying earlier on, the away team rotates. That's why, obviously, as you've seen, Carl played a couple of frames ago and now he's straight back on. And this is the frame I've really been looking forward to. We've got Callum Singleton playing Carl Morris. Sure to be a good frame. Both very, very good players. So who's going to win the lag and win the advantage for the break? I think that's going to be Callum, yeah. Carl's been doing well with the lags getting close to the line. So Nick Finn's just come back into the commentary box after going to the toilet. He looks...
Mate, I don't know if you can hear that noise, in the background.
Oh, you've not gone to the...
you've
gone to the disabled toilets,
I've gone to the disabled toilets, and whilst I was standing there having a wee, there's a red cable hanging down, and I just thought... I don't know, I know, I obviously know what it does, but I just thought... I thought, what's this thing doing here? And I just touched it. And when I touched it, the alarm went off. So the alarm's ringing in the disabled toilet. There's a few people going, what's that noise? Oh, whoops. There's currently hotel staff running to the toilet because they think someone's...
fell over.
Oh, dear.
Nick Finn, you naughty man.
Honestly, that was a complete accident. I was just like, I don't even know what I was doing. So
is that why you was out of breath when you come back as well? Was
you
running off?
I've never pushed that away so quickly. I legged it back down here before anyone caught me.
Oh, dear.
We might get away with it. I don't think anyone knows. Don't tell anyone, all right?
Tenner. So, Callum breaks off there. He's left a little bit of an awkward leave. I believe he's going to go reds. Well, he's got a lot of work to do.
I tried to pull it again to reset it. It doesn't work that way, apparently.
So he's going to stick with his colour set and go yellows. Is he going to try and cover the bag here? Maybe? Push the yellow over the left bottom corner bag. As you can see at the bottom of the screen there, it does say 3-2, but I can confirm it is 3-all. So this one's a very big frame, Nick.
Yeah, it is race to 5. So first team to get on the hill.
He's played that okay. He's covered the red with the yellow, so I think we could possibly see a little bit of a safety battle here, Nick, unless Carl's feeling really attacking. Carl just opting to open things back up there. I think we might see Callum possibly try and... Yeah, I thought so. He's going to send the white off the side rail and try and get this bag with the yellow. You don't want to pot it though. Let's play that lovely. Covering a bag in world rules can be a big advantage, especially with the two-shot carries in play. Is Carl possibly looking at the back double here? Maybe send the cue ball into the yellow and really open things up. I mean, it's a very attacking shot if he is. But he may not feel he has another option. Watch your fingers there, Nick. Nick's just having another break, eating some breadsticks. Nearly took his fingers off. Nah, I don't think Carl likes this. I think he's in two minds what to do here. Very important for him. I think that's why Carl's taken a little bit longer to think about things. Can't see an easy shot here, or the right shot, should I say. Is it just going to roll up? Is that a foul, Nick?
Yeah, I don't think he's...
I don't think that hit it.
No, I don't think he's touched the red on the way through. Didn't look like it. I think Carl said to him that was a foul. It did look like a foul to me. So if it was a foul, Callum Singleton with 2 visits here, just taking his time to work out the best possible attacking way to go. I'm pretty sure he'll attack these, Nick. Yeah, I think he has to. If that was indeed a foul, and we're still not absolutely sure, but I'm pretty sure it was. It's 2 visits and 1 bad ball. I think he needs to force the action. If you notice that shot a second ago, you can see Lee Washbrook in the background playing against Luke Gilbert across on table 15. Luke Gilbert in a team with Steve Singh and Harriet Haynes. It's a decent, strong side.
Yeah, Harriet Haynes playing well.
Yeah, won the last 2 events.
So Callum deciding to attack then, as we thought. Yeah, worked him out very well.
Well, I think he's.
Oh, he's not.
I think he's sat on the red.
Oh, is he? His body reaction tells me he can't get free. He's looking at its top bag, so. Bit of a careless one there, Nick.
Yeah, a tiny bit careless. You can't say anything else there. It's not unfortunate. It's just a bit careless. He'd worked it out, done the hard work, and got everything in the open. If he's on this yellow, you fancy him to get the clearance.
So he's having a long look at this. I think the only option he's possibly got, Nick, is does the yellow pass up to the top right corner?
Not convinced. No, I don't think so.
No. So as you can see, that yellow does go into the centre bag, but I mean it's a very, very hard shot, that is.
Yeah, it's thin.
But again, has he got another option?
I don't think there is anything else.
I'm just thinking, can he play the double on the red off this side cushion and cannon his other yellow in?
I think the black's in the way, isn't it? Yes. Oh, I see. Yeah, to the middle, yeah. Thing is, with these 3-man, you do get some scrappy frames. Like I said earlier, it's hard to settle into any kind of rhythm.
Yeah, I think.
Wonder if that alarm's been switched off yet. It'd be something else if no one's been up there yet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a good job it's not the fire alarm.
Oh, mate, I can't believe I did it. I was just like, it was just absent-minded, like, just touch the red cord and give it a little tug, and oh, that's what it does. I knew what it does. That's the thing. I was just literally absent-mindedly fiddling around.
Well, you've still not given me that tenner yet, and just remember this is on record, and I will take it to management.
Yeah, no one knows, mate. It's only me, you, and Paul that know. It's not that there's anyone else.
And all the viewers
listening
on YouTube and Facebook. Is Carl playing a safety shot here?
I think he has to. Well, he has to. He's playing kind of 2-in-1, develop that ball at the top of the table. If it had gone, then he can have a go. If it doesn't, then it's kind of it's a half safe.
Yeah, I mean,
He's left this.
the yellow does go into this bottom right corner.
Yeah.
With the possibility of if you can dig in and screw just past the middle bag. It's a tough shot though, especially to control him. It's a tough pot, let alone screwing and avoiding the in off the middle bag. I think that's what he's going for though. He's gone for the double. He's just pushed them 2 reds into a bit of an awkward position for Carl Morris. Bit of a puff of the cheeks by Carl there. I think he feels his opponent in Callum's been a little bit lucky there. Sometimes in pool you need a little bit of luck on your side. Carl again taking his time to work out his routes here. Just wondering whether that top red of the two reds which are together on the left hand side, I wonder whether the top one goes into the centre bag. Yeah, just where he pointed his finger there. If you could just land the white there. Nick, do you think that red goes into the centre bag there? The left red of the two together as we look from the above angle.
It's tight, isn't it?
It is
Maybe
tight.
just sneaks in.
If you look down at the actual table now, it does look like it goes. There we go. Yeah, that goes. It is tight, but that does go. I don't think... No. Is he going to try and clip off this and leave the white possibly on the centre of the bottom rail?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I like it. I don't think I like the safety shot here.
He's got attacking options.
Yeah. The option of a stop clock here, Nick. 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No, very understandable. It is an important frame. I think he's torn between maybe 7 different ways to go.
I think this is one of the longest frames we've seen on this table all weekend.
And Carl just wants his stream time, doesn't he?
I'm assuming that, I mean, if you look at the logos on Carl's back, I'm assuming that CM must be the manufacturer of his implant, because he's got a picture of, yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be Carl Morris.
Yes, it's yeah, of course, yeah.
And it did look like it was...
All right. Paul's cracked up over here.
Yeah. CM, I wonder what that could stand for.
All right. Look.
Maybe Carl Morris? I don't know. Maybe.
It's been a long weekend. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Oh
possibly
my
his
God.
name.
Look, all right, I've had a mare there. What on earth? What I was going on to say is that obviously he's got the logo of his implant on the back of his shirt. So obviously means a lot to him. Maybe a nod to the manufacturers, who obviously called CM.
Or I wonder whether it's Carl Morris and the person holding the cue behind his back
Could be.
is, you know,
Yeah.
Carl Morris.
Could be, mate. It could be, all right. Just putting it out there.
Well, he's got a nice angle here to go into these 2 problem reds. No. He's hit it all wrong, but I tell you what, I don't think he's too bad here, Nick. If he can play that red into the top right corner as we look now and bring the white back out just past the black spot and play the double.
Has he not got the double now? Can he not punch it?
Possibly, but I think the white could possibly get in the way as well.
Yeah.
Just think the better option is to leave the double straight, and you don't have to do anything with the cue ball then.
Uh-huh.
You may opt to take the red on the red.
Oh, he's moved them. Does it come out?
I mean, he's chucked his arms up, but did he need to do that? You know, we touched on this yesterday. If a ball doesn't need moving, do you need to move it? But
And actually,
he's still got a shot.
it's not all that bad. I mean,
tricky queuing, but I mean,
you can't have expect dollies after you played a shot like that. I mean, he's got a shot.
I mean, if he can cue this well and just get his cue right through it and bring the white anywhere to near the blue spot. No. He's going to be absolute. There we go. He's fuming with himself there. So, I think we'll see Callum drop these in, take a 4-3 lead, puts his team on the hill. No, but I've said that before, Nick, and stranger things have happened. I think even there, I think he wanted to come through another 3 or 4 inches and take this yellow to the bottom left corner first. He's just landed a little bit short. I don't think he'll have any issues anyway. Yeah, if he's straight on that, he'll just play this with a little bit of bottom. Try and leave himself straight on the top yellow of the 2 at the bottom of the table into the right bottom corner bag. Has he come a little bit short? He has, but I think he's going to take the yellow into the left corner now.
Yeah, he's got a good angle.
Yeah, it wasn't his intended ball though, Nick. I'll tell you that. There's with a bit of check side to try and stop the white. Yeah, lovely shot. Played that well.
So to go on the hill after a long battle against Carl Morris. Callum Singleton wins the frame and then now 4-3 up, needing one more. So it's going to be...
Looks like Govey is going to be coming up.
Yep. Covey Gill against Nick Taylor.
Go on, boys, out the way.
Yeah. After match analysis. Go on, boys. Shift.
Only Nick Finn does the interviews around here. So, wasting no time then to get this 8th frame on the go.
Carl still there. He's getting his phone out.
I think this is definitely the longest match we've had on the stream table this weekend up to now. Carl, I think Carl is he's still fuming.
He's going to chew someone else's ear off now.
He's hit them. He's hit them well.
Yeah, flush. And reds look decent. Everything has a pocket. Could this be the last frame? Certainly Callum and Mark will be hoping so.
You know, Nick, I'd be really, really tempted to take this red just next to the yellow at the bottom of the table now. Just play it with a little bit of running left-hand side off the bottom cushion and just around that yellow to land on the red straight to the left centre bag.
Yep.
Because I think they, if anything could go wrong in this finish, I think this ball is the one. Just misjudged that a little bit.
Now ready to start the last 32 of the plate event.
So Govey comes to the table then with a bit of work to do. Got that red covering the top right corner bag.
Table 18, Elliot Lloyd, Matt Riley. Table 19, Harry Coxon, Josh Kane. Table 20, Sean Story, Mr. Gilbert. 22, Jeremy Hoover, Greg Patton. 23, Mark Bowen,
He's played that well. He's been a little bit unfortunate there.
24, Zach Shepherd, Chris Wilson. Table 25, Fernandez, Liam Collins.
Here the top table calling all the players to the challenge event.
Table 27, Kadesh Sarwar, Alex Lewis. Table 28, Jez Graham, Neil Thomas. Table 2, Dave Fernandez, Sean Chipperfield. Table 3, Shane Thompson, Chris Day. Apologies, Andrew Moore, Nathan Ellis, table 5.
So, Govey with a slight chance here to take us to a decider. Still got work to do. Got that yellow at the top right corner. Yeah, it's difficult now, Nick. It's got to
Table 8, Alex Cameron, Jonathan Coleman.
There's a good game just gone on in the Challenger on table 2. Dave Fernandez versus Sean Chippersfield. Both playing really good this weekend.
Another good player just been called to the table as well. Jonathan Coleman, he's a decent player in this field, isn't he? I mean, he must be pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Did he beat you?
He did beat me earlier on in the challenge.
Right. And you said he was pretty good. He played well, didn't he?
Yeah, he's an international smasher. Anybody that beats me plays well.
There you go.
I never play bad. No, I've had a bit of a tough weekend this weekend. A couple of bad losses, 7-6 and 4-3. Been reverse dished on both of them. Right, what's he doing with this then, Nick?
I don't know, mate. Honestly, I've seen so much pool this weekend.
Half 8 on a Sunday night.
I'm going to the bar.
You're thinking about that Persian food, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm just going to go to the bar, mate.
I tell you what, that is a fantastic shot.
Only gone and nailed it. Is this going to go to 4-piece? Is it going to be Mark Shepherd against Lee Cronin in the deciding game?
Very good shot there. Worthy of a frame-winning shot, that, Nick, I think.
Sean Chipperfield wins the first frame against Dave Fernandez.
In about 30 seconds.
Yeah, literally.
That'll be a fast game, both very fast players. Are you dropping this in, Nick, or are you playing it off the bottom cushion? No.
Punching it, mate. Oh, not quite like that. I mean, obviously, I'd have potted it, but...
Carl Morris just has a look over to him there as if to say, wait till this frame's finished.
He's been a bit fortunate because he could have left this really simple, and actually he's only got one shot he can play, and it's a niggly little cut into the.
I think he can
get past the black. I don't think he can. Hard to see. Yeah, see, he's got a niggly cut into the.
I think, Nick, I'd be playing the double here on the red into the left centre
Does he
bag.
need to force it?
No, I think he can go for the double dead weight and play the snooker at the same time.
True.
You know, you got the best of both worlds with the red being over the top right corner bag. I don't think I'll be trying to cut it. I mean, he's played it well, but you know.
Yeah, that's probably why you're out of all the events and he's still playing it.
Yeah, cheers, Nick.
To be fair, that was a good shot. He's landed very close to his work, but if one more decent shot and it should be fairly plain sailing.
Yeah.
And this one for the win.
Which would mean Mr. Mark Shepherd, our commentator who's been on all weekend, could be going through to the next round.
Yeah, well, I think he'll desperately be finished in no man's land here. How'd you fancy that?
Nope. I wouldn't get the 2-ball plant, let alone the 3-ball plant.
I think it's one of those you just have to ignore third ball. You just have to play it as a plant and ignore the third ball. Just forget it's there.
I think you could ignore both the balls and just go for the actual pot. It looks quite fairly straight.
It is pretty much dead straight. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Played it as a 2-in-1 as well to try and hide the cue ball behind the black in case it went wrong. It's a bit twitchy.
I'm not convinced he played on that to middle.
I don't think so.
I'm really not.
Well, the ball went into one side of the pocket, didn't it? So it killed all the pace in the cue ball. I think he hit it wrong, but it was effective.
Carl Morris with his head in his hands there.
And there we are indeed. It's Nick who wins, and it's the trio of Callum, Mark and Nick that go through. They all shake hands. And that's that for another match. Not sure where we're going from here. Don't know if that's the action for today. So we're going to be back tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what time things kick off. We'll have a look at social media and we'll let you know. Probably 10 o'clock start tomorrow morning, where we're going to play down to a final in the 3-man and also a final in the Challenger event. But for tonight, I think we're going to go find some food and
check on the disabled toilets.
Oh yeah, hopefully that's all right. Whoever pulled that cord, hopefully they're not injured anyway, and someone got to them in time. Whoops, a daisy. Let's not mention that again, shall we?
No, Nick.
Yeah, good.
Nick Finn, who pulled the cord.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure bringing you this action today, and you see live from the Hilton Metropole London. It's the last day tomorrow. It's been a real slog so far, but it's been enjoyable. We've had some fantastic action, including that wonderful back-to-back win from Jack Whelan, creating a bit of unique pool history. It's been very emotional, and we'll say good night for now. We'll see you tomorrow.